I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was recording a completely different video. That's why the energy's starting up already high. I was like mid-recording, and I was using the subject matter for this video as simply as an example. But when I vocalized that idea, I really stopped to think about that, and I was like, yo, we can actually have some fun with this topic. Let me stop what I'm doing here and make a little fun, silly video about this. I do consider this to be a little low level, and I do consider it a little silly to discuss, but the more I think about it, it actually has some larger implications, and I thought that we should discuss this with the culture, right? So let's get into it. Okay, let's set the stage. This seems to be a problem worldwide, but especially in the black community, we have an issue with homosexuality. If you're gay in the black community, you're a demon, you're disgusting, ill, gross, gay. Right? I don't agree with it, but that's just how it is, right? And even more specifically in the hip hop and rap culture, if you come out to be gay, that's going to have a significant impact on your career and your so-called street cred, right? But here's the problem. In the black community, our stereotype is that we grow up without fathers in the household, right? And for the people that this does impact, we tend to idolize the rappers. You know, these gangster rappers. They're tough, they're strong, they got money, they got jewelry, they got the cars, the clothes, the women. That's success in the young black boy's eyes. That's success, you know? So we tend to emulate these people. And some of that culture has trickled down to other cultures, white people, Asian people, whatever. Hip hop is a culture, hip hop is a movement. But hip hop and rap have their variations, but nevertheless, they're lumped together and we all take a little bit of something away from it. Some good things, and like in this video, some bad things. So let's get into it. You are a gangster rapper. I love to put the hard ER on it. This is the only time the hard ER is appropriate. You're a gangster rapper. If anyone were to test your gangster, you got that gun for them. You got that thing on you. You and your boys is gonna whoop their ass. We don't appreciate disrespect over here. Put some respect in our name, right? But yet, you're sagging your pants and y'all's got your butt cheeks hanging out. But that's some real gangster shit. Butt cheeks hanging out, that's gangster, yo. All right? But what I really wanted to talk about was the second phrase. This phrase that we've taken from culture that's permeated everywhere. If you don't like something if you don't like their songs, if you call them out for like renting their Lamborghinis for their music videos, if you're saying that they really don't live the life they live, you're automatically a hater, right? And what do all these rappers be saying in they bars? If you hating on me, if you don't like what I'm doing, you can suck my dick. When are we going to discuss some of the things that we say? Because we already don't deal with the gay stuff and all this type of stuff, but we're sagging our pants, and if you don't like me, you can suck my dick. And most of your haters are just like mostly, especially gangster rap, is a male audience. So you're telling all these men to... Now, listen, gentlemen. First of all, spell sagging. Specifically like that. Spell sagging. Now spell it backwards. Okay, right? So Saggin. And you spell that backwards, what do you get? Okay, all right. But my thing is, man, you're so anti-gay. Yo, that's gay, bro. No homo, no homo. You gotta say no homo before you eat a hot dog. But yet, you're telling a whole bunch of men to perform fellatio on you for having a distaste for your music. That's the corporate America way of saying that. Hey, when are we going to discuss that, bro? Like, it's like one of the things that I was actually thinking about was the hypersexualization in rap music. Every single lazy ass lyrical bar is, I fucked that bitch, she sucked my dick, I fucked her on the plane, I fucked that bitch, I fucked that. And it's like, how many times you gotta tell us that you're rich and famous and you had sex with somebody? So, what is it that you're doing? Okay, take a sidebar. Your friend comes up to you and he keeps on talking to you about all the girls he gets. He's like, yo, I got such and such girls, such and such girls, such and such. But every time you're around, you ain't never seen it. You ain't never been there to verify, not that you want to be, but nevertheless, you ain't never seen him talk to a girl, you ain't never seen it. So you're just gonna get to a point that they say it so much, you're gonna be like, yo, is that what you want? Like, is that what you do? You know, like when a person has like a misplaced joke and they make like a child-related joke and you be like, That was that was unsolicited advice. That was unsolicited stuff. We didn't want to hear that. What you talking about? It's like, are you projecting? Is that what you're doing in your free time? So with that same logic being applied to these rappers, what are y'all really doing? I don't know. That stuff about the diddler might be accurate. Because I feel like some of y'all are so hypersexualized that you're trying to make up for something that happened to you in the past. Now, I know this took a real deep turn, but like, there's a lot of stuff that happens in these households. We all got that uncle. Not all, I don't. But nevertheless, like there's always like that stereotype in all the families. There's that uncle that your little girls need to dress up a little, wear more clothes around Uncle Bob. You know what I'm saying? Hey, has Uncle Bob ever, took you and did anything weird to you? No. Why? Okay, just checking. All families, white, black, Asian, whatever, tend to have those people in there somewhere, somehow. And to get back your masculinity, what do? You gotta go have a whole bunch of sex with a bunch of women to get your masculinity back. And with all these rappers talking about that, especially the ones that be sagging, what does sagging mean in prison? I'm just saying, watch what you say, because that's kind of weird. You're telling a whole bunch of men as a man to suck you, and is that what time you're on? Until the next one.